Good morning, friends. Welcome back to the channel. It's Malzy here, and I know I've been gone for a while. I'm sorry. Just work and life and stuff, and I haven't had time to make, review, and post videos for you, and I'm sorry about that. But I am back now, and hopefully I will be able to post more often and more consistently. Um, we're going to talk about some things today. First of all, before we get started, spoiler alert. So, today's video is going to feature two homes, the house with the bunker, which is where we are right now, and the Victorian Mansion from the Scooby-Doo DLC. So, if you have not played these houses and you do not want to know what goes on with these houses, maybe go do that and then come back and watch my video. But if you don't mind the spoilers, hang out with me. Um, so this is the house with the bunker, and as you can see, I've this is a beautiful house. I love this house. Um, but I've made it more towards me. We're gonna sell it today, but we're gonna take a tour first. So as you can see, I have extended the driveway, and I have made it this really cool stone. You're greeted by the angel here. Um, Let's play a little game. There are 6 cameras located throughout this build. Let's see if you can find them all. So coming up the driveway, you are greeted by the angel. We've got a beautiful flower garden here. And it continues up the driveway. We've got a fountain, we've got a little pumpkin patch, and a blueberry and raspberry garden right here. We've got I've turned this into like a play area. And of course, down here we have the garage with the door that opens automatically. It's supposed to. Yeah, there it goes. The door opens automatically. This is really cool. And then, I wish, whoops. I wish I could put a window in the garage, but you can't, so. So yeah, here's the garage. And coming up the front yard, let's take a closer look into here. Just a swing and sandbox for the kids to play in. And here is the back patio. And I love this new barbecue they gave us. This is the coolest thing. It's really super cool. So yeah, we've got a turkey and some salmon and some corn roasting on the fireplace. On the barbecue. Nice place to sit. We'll go inside in a minute. And then just this little pathway that leads back to the front. So here is the front patio. Here is the front of the house. I really like how this house came out. It's so pretty. Over here, we've got the path to where the trash cans are. This was already here, and I just added this. And then we have the jacuzzi and the pool. And the little layout area, which I think came out really nice. This is a rather small property, so the fact that I was able to add the pool really made me happy. So we're going to come inside now. And I've got kind of this retro vibe going. Got a nice corner fireplace that makes it all cozy. I do wish, though, that we could put something on this triangle piece. This is a triangle piece, but you can't. But anyway, it's a small house, but it's really cute. So here's the kitchen. And I love this new clock they gave us. It's so cool. They gave us some really cool clocks with this DLC. And yeah. So, I don't think yeah, I didn't put anything in the fridge. Coffee maker. Um, I wonder if this has Oh, you can put coffee in it. Let's put some coffee in it. 'Cause I don't know about you, but it is 5:57 a.m. and I definitely, you know me, I have my coffee. And the blue stand mixer, I made it blue because my real KitchenAid mixer in real life is blue like that. It's one of my favorite kitchen appliances. I love it. Anyway, so yeah, just kind of this retro, like cool, like blue and orange vibe going on. I know it's weird, but it works. And then with the yellow accents, I just think it's really pretty. Coming upstairs, we've got a small guest room slash office. Um, and again, with this cool like bluish green color with the orange accent, I think really works. Another retro clock. I like mixing patterns. Um, I think it looks cool. This is just something to fill up that wall space. Here is like the primary bedroom. And we've got like the forest, like garden colors going on here. And then here's the bathroom. This is a very tiny house. Got Scooby Doo here on the wall. Nice little shower. I imagine this is one of those all-in-one washer dryers. Um, I didn't want to stack it because it would block part of the window, and I can't move the window because it would look funny from the outside. But anyhow, that is the inside of the home, and now we're going to go down into the secret part of it. Got the car here. This reminds me of like a Subaru Outback. You can see that there's something here, but what is it? It's the way into the bunker. So here is the surveillance area. And yeah, so we've got the monitors here. We've got all 6 monitors for the cameras. I wish you could connect them. That would be cool. That would be a cool thing. But anyway, this person has his lunch here. I imagine this person probably spends a lot of time down here just doing his surveillance and whatever. Almost kind of like maybe like Dale Gribble from like King of the Hill, how he's always got those conspiracy theories and he's like into heavy surveillance. So we've got a first aid kit, fire extinguisher there, the power supply, the electrical box. Most of this food was already here. I just moved it. Some of it was already on this, and then the kitchen had some more food. I just moved it all over here, and then of course I added some Scooby snacks because we need Scooby snacks. And I decided that, listen, just because you're in a bunker doesn't mean you shouldn't have some style. So we have some style. I think it's really cozy down here, even though, it's supposed to be an emergency type situation. I left a lot of the ductwork that was already here, and because it made sense. And so yeah, here is the little dining area. Here is the kitchen area, and honestly, this kitchen is bigger than the one upstairs, to be honest. Here is the bathroom, which is exactly where it was. The only thing I did was change the color scheme, and I changed the toilet. And this was actually on this wall, but it didn't fit, so I put it there. We've got a little music area right here. Got a TV area right here with the video games and a board game. And a little seating and sleeping area right here. So we've got 2 bunk beds here. And then we have 2 more bunk beds here. So this can sleep 4 people. And then here's the wardrobe and then the laundry area. And where does this lead to, you ask? it leads to the front patio, which is why there's nothing right here, because that's literally a door. So before we sell this place, did you figure out where all 6 cameras were? Well, let me show you. There's one very well hidden right here. See it right there? There is another one right here. That's 2. There's one right here. That's 3. There is another one right here. That's 4. There is one right there. That is 6. Or 5, sorry. That's number 5. And here is number 6. So before we sell this house, let's go back out front. I really like the motion sensors. The one thing I don't like, okay, they gave us these cool number pads, but you can't hook them up in story mode. You can only hook them up in sandbox mode, which I think is really sad because it would be really cool to have like secret rooms that have like number pads where you can only access them by using the number key. But anyway, that being said, I think we are ready to sell this place. So let's go ahead. Here's a final look at it. Okay, let's go ahead and sell this property. We paid, or I paid, $300,000 for this house. I sold $49,000 worth of stuff. Spent $225,754 coins, whatever, on the renovation. For all in, we are all in for $476,051. So let's go ahead and auction her off. Ooh. Oh, we're going to be paying and getting a nice profit. So Lewis Williams is the winner. He's going to offer me $847,100, and that gives me a profit of $370,749. So yeah, let's go ahead and sell him the home. And here are, oh wait, did I turn off the before and afters? Oh, I must have. Oh well. This house was a huge hot mess. This is funny. Okay, so don't look, Ethel. This house is not complete by any means. This is the Victorian Mansion. Now, again, spoiler alert. If you don't want to know what's going on with this house, please go play this house, do the video or do the job for this house, unlock it, and then come back. But since we're here, I will go ahead and take you through what's going on here. Of course, you can see it's not finished, and I've made this my home. But I think this is a great time to talk about kind of a sponsor, but not really, sort of. I'm promoting a business, my business. It is called Real Food Reset Nutrition Coaching. There is so much noise and misinformation out there about proper nutrition. And wherever you're watching from, I know here in the United States, a huge health issue is obesity and diabetes and chronic inflammation and all kinds of health problems that are associated with those conditions. And, you go to the doctor and they tell you you need to lose weight. You need to eat better. You need to eat less and move more and all this stuff. But they don't tell you how to do that. They don't tell you, like, what to do. They just say, this is what you need to do. Come back and see me in 6 months, and we'll go from there. And that's not helpful, right? So I'm here to help you with that. I can help you with that. I started studying nutrition when my thyroid was acting up. I've been having thyroid issues for 20 years, right? But also, I was diagnosed with prediabetes, And so I started with nutrition, and I am overweight still. I'm overweight. I'm going to be honest, I'm on my own journey. But I started looking into nutrition because not only that, but I noticed like my feet were starting to swell and that hurts. Like I've been a nurse for a long time and even before that I was a CNA. So I've taken care of lots of people with chronic health issues and lots of people with edema in their feet. And I know that's related to the cardiovascular system, to the heart. And but I didn't realize how painful that can be. Like it hurts to walk, which is why no one wants to walk when their feet are swollen. So I started looking into nutrition and I started off really small, just cutting back on some of the carbohydrates. My husband and I both, neither one of us drink soda anymore, and we were like avid soda drinkers, drink soda all day long. We don't do that anymore. And I started noticing when I eat a certain way that my feet don't swell and they don't hurt. And then I noticed that my knees don't hurt. And so I started studying nutrition, and I've talked about this before, like back in the spring. I got my nutrition coaching certification. So now we are starting with Real Food Reset. I want to help you reset your relationship with food, reset your health goals. And so you can do that by going to www.realfoodresetnc.com. You can also find me on Facebook. I'm also on TikTok, although I don't post there as much as I should. I'm working on it. And Instagram. So check it out if you want. I would really appreciate it. If you're interested, you can message me through there. You can message me through any of the three socials. I also have just now started a Real Food Reset Nutrition Coaching YouTube channel. But check it out if you're interested. I would love to hear from you, and we'll go from there. But here's the Victorian Mansion. Back to House Flipper 2. Victorian Mansion. So here is like the shed garage place. Oh shoot, that should be closed. Oh, I just gave away one of the secrets. Darn it. Oh well, it's okay because this is obviously, this is a door. And I'm going to cover the rest of this in the same brick. So anyway, this is the trash area. The wine barrels, which this house is not completely clean. This house is humongous, friends. I built the garage. I built the garage the other day. I added it to the property because there is no proper garage here. And I was talking with my friend Irene yesterday, and we were here, and I tried to put in a pool here, but you can't. So I'm going to figure out what to do with this area. Here is the graveyard, which is going to stay the way that it is. I'm going to spruce up the gravestones here. I've already done this one. And over here is where I was able to put in a pool. So this is where the swimming pool is going to be. And I noticed, do you see that hole in the fence right there? Check this out. So we've got an angry tree over there. So I was like, oh, let me fill in this hole real quick. And then we saw the tree. And then if you come over here and then you come back, now he's happy. And then if you come over here and you come back, now his face is gone. And if you move over here, that's the coolest thing ever. It's so cute. So that's going to stay. I'm not going to fill that in. I'm going to leave that the way that it is. You know what I might do though is take those, because I mean, intruders and zombies can get in through there. So it might be wise to put in that dungeon. Where is it? The dungeon thing? Let's see. No, not that. Where is it? Is it here? Oh, there it is, right there. might be wise to put in just like 2 of these. So you can still see, but no one can get in. I wonder how far away you have to go. Oh yeah, he changed. So now you can still see the tree, but no one can get in. Anyhow, the swimming pool is going to go here. And then over here is the greenhouse, which I haven't even touched yet. As you can see, I have chosen to do this really cool dark wood with the white siding. We'll go in there in a minute. And then we'll come around this way because I want to take you through the front door of the home. I added the fountain was already here, and then I added the water and put the pea gravel in there. It would be really cool if we could put like, I'm going to try to put like lily pads and stuff in there. But let's go on a quick tour of the home. You saw the garage. Here is the new front door, and I know I've got my stuff everywhere. But here's going to be the living room. And living room with the fireplace right there. I'm going to put a Christmas tree over here. We're going to decorate for Christmas because let's face it, we are in the holiday season. So the Christmas tree is going to go here. This is going to be the dining room. Here is the kitchen, which I think is really cool. And this is that weird set of kitchen cabinets that is, it's actually this set of kitchen cabinets, believe it or not. But I've turned it into like this dark wood with the bronze accents, and I think it turned out beautiful. And this floor was actually inspired by flooring that was in where the old kitchen used to be, which I'll show you in a second. This used to be an office. And this leads, of course, out back. This is a good place for the kitchen because I plan on putting like an herb garden in the greenhouse. So I'll show you what's down there in a little bit. But yeah, so we've got like a pantry situation here. I'm going to put the coffee pot and all that stuff there. I'm going to put like stove. Oh, I forgot to put the stoves in, but that's okay. Double ovens, like 4 ovens. They really like to bake here. Anyway, dining room. So over here used to be, this was like another just big, huge room. I've made this an office. And you notice there's a keypad here because in my way of thinking, even though you're not able to assign a number to a door here in story mode, I imagine that we've done that. This is locked and you need the number code to get in. And we've got the missus here that follows you. This is one of the new pictures, but her eyes follow you if you watch. Watch her eyes. They follow you. Anyway, and the reason this is locked is because we've got the family jewels here. So we don't want them stolen, but we want them on display. And I imagine this is also locked. But yeah, here's my office. And then over here, this room over here is where the kitchen was, which is tiny for a house this big. So I'm turning this into, this is going to be kind of like another like seating area, and this is going to be at least a half bath, maybe with a shower. And this is where I picked up those tiles from the kitchen. You can see like where they kind of had this. And then over here is going to be the laundry area. We'll go downstairs in a minute. And then this leads into the garage. So I've made a huge 3-car garage, and then I'm not done. I'm gonna work on it. I'm not done. But yeah. So let's head upstairs. Now, I don't know how I'm gonna get up there to do all that. I don't know. I'm gonna have to probably build stairs to go up there. But here is the bedroom wing, and you can see there was a door here, but then there's that. I don't really like these, so these are going to come down. Anyway, here is one of the bedrooms, and here is the other bedroom, and here is the bathroom that was already here. So of course this is going to remain a bathroom. Oh, this looks out to the front yard. Okay. The front gate. You can see the front gates from the bathroom. Okay, that's kind of cool. And then this looks out into the greenhouse, which means the windows from this bedroom will look out to where the pool is going to go over there. Yeah, this looks out to where the pool's gonna go. And then over here, I'm not gonna tell you what was here. I don't want to spoil all the secrets, but I'm not going to tell you what was here. But what I am going to tell you is this is like the owner's wing, okay? So up here, I have moved the windows around so that I want to try something. I want to try something really quick. I think it's this. Yeah, it should be just one of these. I want to try something. I've moved these windows around so that, oh, that's cool. I want this even for one thing. That's what I want. There we go. All right. We can. I've moved these windows around so that I could build this area up here, and I imagine this is going to be like a library maybe for the owner. There are like private retreat up here. I'm imagining like bean bags on the floor, maybe some bookshelves, some couches, and then I don't know, maybe a desk. I don't know. We'll see. But this is going to be like a private retreat for the owner. Their bedroom is going to be here. Well, my bedroom, honestly, because it's my home. My bedroom is going to be here. And you can see I was playing with the windows yesterday. But we can sell all these. I was playing with the windows yesterday, and so I made this balcony. This is on top of the garage, because the other thing is that, oh, that looks actually way better. That looks cool. I like that. So these windows, they kind of had it where it went all the way down. And I didn't really want to get rid of all of them, but I wanted to put that second story up there, and I wanted it to make sense. The other thing I was thinking I could do is maybe make this more of like an office. I don't know. It could be a separate, even a whole separate apartment. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. Anyway, we have this huge balcony over here, which looks out onto the front of the property and also the back over here. So this was going to be the bedroom, and then this is going to be the bathroom. And then coming up here, I was going to make like a little surveillance area over here so we could put like security cameras everywhere. And then coming up here leads to the roof, which will look out into, okay, that looks out to the back of the garage over there. Got this little area here, which is like a cool seating area. That looks out to where oh, you can see the tree. That's so funny. That's where the pool's gonna be. And then just, that down there. Now, let's go down into what I think is one of the coolest features of this house. It's all the way back downstairs. We're going to go down through the kitchen. And this leads down to this room here. Now, this is where I originally wanted to put the swimming pool because I thought what better place to put it than here. But I tried it and you can't. It won't let you. You could do an above ground pool, which would look dumb. Or you could not do this. Now, when you buy this house, this is a wine cellar. And so in my head, I'm picturing what, Bailey? Hey, baby girl. Good morning. Good morning. Bailey's coming to say good morning. She's a good girl. Um, Now I picture this as like an old family home that has been, in the family for generations. Um, so it's been passed down, and now it's mine, and I'm renovating it. So anyway, so I made it an exercise room, like a gym. And I wish we had some more gym equipment, but we don't. So this is what we have. So I've made it, a weight bench. We've got the ladder. I actually do have a Bowflex in real life, and which I don't use because I hate it, but I have one. So I guess that's kind of what this would represent. And then the elliptical, which I also have in real life, and I don't use because I hate it. But yeah, yoga area, some weights, got the TV, but we also have a lounge area with some music. And then, yeah, so I've finished this. And then, this is what's the coolest part of this whole place. Is the grotto. There's a grotto. And what happens in the grotto stays in the grotto, right? So if you come up the stairs this way, it leads you back out to this area that's going to be right by like the office and the little downstairs bathroom and the back door. The stairs do go up more, but I decided to close them off because there's really no point. I need to also just because I don't want that to be open. Wasted space, I know. But anyway, so yeah. And then, but there's a secret. It's a dark secret. If you are naughty, you can end up here in the dungeon. Now, when you buy this house, spoiler alert, when you buy this house, there is a secret door right here that opens up in that big grave that's upstairs. So directly above us is the graveyard, and there was a door here. I took it out because I don't want my prisoners to escape. But it opens up in that big grave that's outside. So I thought that was a really cool feature. But if I've got prisoners down here in the dungeon, I don't want them to get out. So I took the door out. Got some people who maybe didn't make it. But I'm not completely heartless. You do get a bed, sort of, and a pillow, sort of, and some bread. May or may not be fresh, and your water cup. But if you're really naughty, you get the stocks. But anyway. And then this area, which I think they've done with a swimming pool. Yeah, they've just made it a huge swimming pool, so you could get rid of the water if you want to, but I'm not going to because I think it's really awesome. And then this leads out to here, which is why I was like, oh man, I gave a secret away, but that's okay. It's fine. So yeah, that is the Victorian Mansion. It's going to take me a long time to finish it, but it's going to be awesome. So let's, right now, I'm just going to throw a bed down here to sleep until morning. Whoops. We're going to sell it, and it should be light outside now. Well, kind of. Anyhow, so what I wanted to do, I thought I just sold that. I swear I just sold that. Let's, I bet you can put the pool here too. Oh yeah, this is where I was gonna put the pool. Let's put the pool in. We've got about a few more minutes. Let's put in the pool. We're gonna go this. We're gonna go, let's see, 20 by 25. I love the ominous music here. It's kind of cute. Oh, we're sinking. Get it from below. I did not know it was going to do that, or I would have gotten rid of this before we put the pool in. Okay. I feel like we could go even bigger. Let's go bigger. Make it this way. I want to go this way. That's a good sized pool. Okay. Let's get rid of this. Yeah. Get rid of that. Now, what I do want to do is I do want to come over here. See, this is, okay, so this is where the dungeon is right below us. And so there was this, great, this is flat because the door was here. But again, I don't want my prisoners escaping. They don't need to know that there was a door there. So let's pick up this, which I could probably just take this. Now it's starting to really get light. Because I want to make this, that, bottom, this, that part, this part, and yeah. Okay, now the other thing we need to do is we need to build this going this way, this going this way, this going this way. Oh, shoot. Yeah, there we go. The heck did it do? We only need one layer. And this going this way. Actually, we should bring it all the way up to here. And I'm thinking this is going to be the new walkway. So we might as well just bring this out to there. And then take this all the way to the wall here. And then we'll fill all of this in. I don't want that tree to go away, so that's why it's staying there. Okay. 5. Actually, that's gonna look silly unless I do it like this. Let's make this like a lounge area. Not gonna let me. We can move the tree. Let's move the tree. Sell the tree. Just want to move it. There we go. We'll take this all the way to the wall. This too. All the way to the wall. All the way to the wall. And then we've got the tree there. Which I know I kind of blocked it off now. You can't really see it that well, but again, I don't want people coming in. I don't want people to be able to see like what's going on here. Oh yeah, it did change. Oh, you know what would be better? Duh. There we go. That's better. Now you can still see the tree, but people can't get in. We're going to say that's bulletproof glass. That's better. All right, cool. All right, now let's make this a little bit bigger. Take this all the way here too. And then I think instead of having this here, I mean, we gotta sell that anyway because it's broken. That one's broken. And that one's broken. I think what we should do is bring this all the way this way. Just connect that. And then we'll just get rid of this altogether. Kind of doesn't make sense. Okay. I do love this greenhouse. I think it is really, really cool. It's incredibly dirty. We're going to fix that. But we might replace these. I'm not sure yet. I have to be very careful because if I sell those, I am screwed. There's no way that I'd be able to fix that. That, I'm pretty sure, is a sandbox only thing. We might put those back. I'm not sure. Probably will because it looks really pretty. But we'll see. I need to clean this first and decide what I'm going to do with it. It's broken. I know Irene's been asking for like a one step undo. I know a lot of people have where like if you accidentally sell something that you didn't want to sell, you can like undo it. Like I want to sell not that, but I want to sell that green thing on top of it, but it's not in the cards right now, so that's fine. This here. this. There. Now what we're going to do is we're going to do this. Because I really think that looks cool. Instead of just being all white. Gives it some contrast, don't you think? Oh. And then we'll keep the rest of this white like it is. Which I think really gives it a nice contrast. Or maybe we'll just make sure that we have the same. We'll use these. Oh, I see how they built this. I see how they did that. I have to get a scaffolding to really get up there. I really love this. This is so pretty. When you really look at it, you can see like all the different pieces and how they put this together, which is actually really cool, the way that they did it. Definitely want our little greenhouse to match our home here. And I chose the wood is what was already here. Like this color, it was already the flooring that was here. So I just copied it, which because I liked it, I thought it looked really nice already. So there's really no reason to change it. But I am gonna have to go here pretty soon. Yeah. That looks really cool. I love that. I'm gonna get up there and change all that. Let's take this floor out. And I'm kind of thinking we should use the same flooring that is in the kitchen and around the pool, just to give it some color. I'm gonna take some of that there, just so that I can just copy it and paste it later. Yeah, I like that. That looks good. Come That way we kind of have the same theme running throughout the house, the same tile. Yeah. I love it. And think I think what I might also want to do is this, but no cut pattern. I think that would just give it that little, just that little emphasis. Maybe not there, but maybe on those corner pieces. I don't know. I'm gonna have to think about that. But I do think I want it to go here. Come on. Not going fast like I want it to. And maybe it does need to go this way. I don't know. Now I'm getting into too much. I think I'm gonna turn these back to white and that, and then maybe I'll just put that like in the brown. But anyway, that's gonna be all the time I have for today though, friends. Oops. Put this back over here. That's gonna be all the time I have for today. Because I gotta get ready for work. But yeah, this is what I'm doing. I think it's cool. It's coming out really cool. And I'm gonna get rid of all of these weird like things above the windows. I don't like that. I just don't. Anyway. Yep, that's the greenhouse. We're gonna turn this into an herb garden. Might put some of the vines back up. But yeah, I like it. And that's it, my friends. I will see you next time. Have a great day. See you later. Bye.